shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 6 to Pittsburgh.
Bandit. Q.
6 to 4. Wing.
This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Check. Crunch.
On first and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. they don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own?
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
At their own 16-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They needed a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Arvin.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
It's a party now.
Woo! Mike, 56. Mike's 56. Here we go. 56. 56.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Several media outlets thought Andy Isabella was the top receiver in this year's class out of UMass. He dominated his senior year there. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. They really say that he can just take a top off a defense. He ran a 4.31 40 at the Combine, 3rd fastest of all attendees. And then he was taken 62nd. A lot of experts think he was a major bargain with loads of potential. Throwing now is Murray. Open man is Galladay, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Down to first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
You gonna get this, boy?
Here's Murray from midfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Stay focused. Come on.
All right. I got you.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here we go. 180.
Time to go. Night.
13.
On first down, Garoppolo. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Here we go.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
1, Omaha.
They'll try and run for it here as Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
First down.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Hey, seam 6.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
Let's go. And read. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the rough. Mike, ready.
Now Murray on play action.
Let's go, defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got you.
On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20.
Here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here we go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike's 43. Coming to you. 43.
I got you.
43 is the Mike. Check. 43 is the
11.
Check. 43.
I'm on.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes the 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. 15 for the Niners there to 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
11.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Go!
43. Check, 43.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deontay Thompson, the rookie from Bama. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Here we go.
A final shot before half from Murray. He'll give this one to Galladay. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Hey, gun.
58, right over there.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Mike, 58, right there. Smooth. 58, boys. 58. 58, Mike. Oh, yeah.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come off the ball hard. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012. When Murray was a sophomore in high school, Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. Cliff Kings, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
Here we go.
And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hatch it.
Black. I got you.
Pop. 43 is the mic.
Black.
I got him.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He will push his way down to about the 14. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check.
21.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Yeah, way to go.
14 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, pick it up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I know you felt that one.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Garoppolo now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Terrell Suggs able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Peterson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 yards. Smoke. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, baby. They turn up.
1st down, Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Eluding the pressure right. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I'd like to have said that in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Murray now. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go,
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
I got this.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down.
21. Here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Watch the pass. Check 3. Shit.
Topper.
Watch safety creeping.
Lock.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Peterson. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Go. Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Right there.
To throw is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Here we go.
Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus